Monitors have been the go-to for a lot of gamers for the past few years. However, with newer TVs implementing HDMI 2.1 support, which allows for 4K 120Hz, are TVs actually a viable gaming display these days? Before I get into this video, I want to know what you play on. Do you play on a TV? Do you like to sit back, relax and play on your TV? Or do you like to get into the game a bit more and play on a monitor? Personally, I like playing on both, so I have a LG B1 OLED which runs at 4K 120Hz, and that's hooked up to my Xbox Series X. And for PC gaming, I like to play on my LG Nano IPS 1440p 144Hz display. Starting off with TVs for gaming, and I've probably spent more of my life gaming on a TV than I have on a monitor. And that's because back in the early days when I was a lot younger with my Xbox 360, that was all played on a TV. However, now with my Xbox Series X, I have it hooked up to my LG B1 OLED, which is just a beautiful display, and it's great for casual gaming. So getting into the pros of having a TV for gaming, and that is just the sheer size of them. The sheer size of a TV allows you to get more immersed in the content you're consuming, so whether that's playing a game or watching a movie, it's going to be really immersive. I started playing Assassin's Creed Origins, which dropped on Game Pass a few months back, and it's really immersive on this display. I really like how good it looks, especially in HDR. Also, a lot of TVs these days have a built-in game mode, which reduces input lag by cutting out the TV's processing. And this is a necessity if you're playing games because, let's be honest, no one likes input lag. Another benefit of having a TV for gaming is just how good they are just for lying back and chilling while playing games. If you don't want to take anything too seriously on them, so you want to play like a casual game, have a casual experience, TVs are great for this while gaming. However, TVs aren't perfect for all gamers, and I would recommend against them if you're into your competitive games, mainly because it's sort of harder to get into them. I think I prefer a monitor. However, this is my personal preference, but I don't see a lot of pros playing on a 55-inch TV, for example. This is quite a cutting edge scenario, but to have 4K 120Hz, you need a HDMI 2.1 connection on both the TV and on your graphics card in your PC or your console. Both the Xbox Series X and PS5 have a HDMI 2.1 connector on them, and the Nvidia 30 series and Radeon RX 6000 series have HDMI 2.1 connectors. Because without this, you'll probably have HDMI 2.0, which is only good for 4K 60Hz. Another big downside of TVs is how expensive they are. They are quite expensive, especially if you start looking for the 4K 120Hz models. Mine is an OLED, which makes it incredibly expensive. However, cheaper LCD TVs are available, and some of them do support 4K 120Hz. And TVs do take up a lot of space as well, which is just due to the nature of TVs. No one's really going out there and buying a 24-inch, 27-inch TV, for example. Onto a topic you might be a bit more familiar with, and that is gaming monitors. On my desk I have the LG, I can't remember the model name if I'm honest, but I do know the specs. It's a 144Hz 1440p panel, it's 27 inches in size, and it's an LG Nano IPS, so them colours, they do look pretty good. I like this monitor for more competitive gaming, so if I'm playing, I know it's not competitive, but Battlefield 1, I do prefer playing it on my monitor. And it's also great for content creation, which is the monitor I actually use to edit all of my videos on. Getting into the pros of monitors, and they are usually a lot cheaper than high-end gaming TVs, and that is to be expected. They are a lot smaller and them a lot older as well, like the technology in a lot of them are a lot older. For example, a 1080p 144Hz IPS monitor would usually go for around 150, 160 in the UK, which is, thinking about it, they are quite cheap now actually. They also take up a lot less space, but this is quite obvious. 27 inches versus, let's say, 55 inches for my TV. it's a no-brainer. They also have DisplayPort, which I'm pretty sure is lacking on pretty much every TV out there. And DisplayPort is great if you've got a older GPU like my GTX 1080 Ti, because the 1080 Ti would not be able to do 1440p 144 Hz. Monitors are also really good for dual purpose applications like content creation and gaming, as I've previously mentioned, so all my videos are edited on this, and I don't think the colours look all out of tune. I'm not sure if you think the same, but my colour grading skills shouldn't be too bad, and this monitor is pretty good for video editing. The biggest downside of gaming on a monitor is you have to be quite close to it to get the most out of it, and I mean that by sitting at your desk, like not leaning into the monitor, but just sitting at your desk. Sometimes when I'm playing games, I just want to sit back, lie in bed, or just put my feet up, and you can't really do that with a monitor. Another thing is I prefer watching movies on my TV, because watching movies on a monitor is not the best, but it's possible. However, whenever I can, I'll just watch it on my TV because I think it's a more immersive experience. And in story games, I don't think the monitor is as immersive as a big, massive TV. For example, like Assassin's Creed that I've been playing on my Series X recently, it was a great experience. And don't get me wrong, it was a great experience when I played it on PC too, but the size of the TV and the OLED technology just pushed it that much further. So personally, I think monitors are better left for PC gaming, content creators, and more competitive gamers too. I'm lucky to have the ability to switch between my high-end gaming TV and my gaming monitor, as not many gamers have the ability to do that. I like both, as I've mentioned, for different reasons, and this allows me to get the most out of my gaming setup, and this is what makes me feel very lucky to have all this stuff. My TV, it's a great display, I love it, watching films, playing immersive games, and just watching YouTube and stuff like that. It's a great TV, it's a great gaming display, and I wholeheartedly recommend the LG OLED series to anyone who has a Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5. And my LG monitor, it's a great monitor, it does everything I need it to do, and I recommend monitors to most PC gamers, as that is what is designed for PC gaming. So which display suits your use case more, a high-end gaming TV or a gaming monitor? Let me know down in the comments, and I will catch you in the next one.